let's say the companies, organizations are able to come together and the education system gears up to all this. How do you see the societal norms changing, like things like work-life balance, well-being, etc., of an individual? How do you see that evolving because of all this?
I'll go with that, and then maybe we can go the other the way. But my sense is it's going to increase the inequality that we've been seeing, right? Because that's actually what automation has done to a great extent. When job displacement happens, there are some winners and losers, for want of a better word. And what's happening right now is the productivity will increase overall, which is great. Therefore, the quality of life will increase, as we're all seeing constantly, and therefore well-being. But is that going to be inclusive across all strata of society? I'm not sure. And I think that's my concern, saying that while there is a part of society which will benefit significantly through this and will see a huge increase in quality of life and well-being and so on, especially with the focus now on well-being, I'm not sure whether that will be inclusive enough. And I think that's what we will need to do to carry everyone along. That's my sense.
Very true. Interesting. Ram, you want to add to that? Yeah.
Privilege is a word that comes to my mind. So there is a class of professionals who have that access and appetite for learning, and they'll scale up faster, leaving others behind. I think technology can also play a role in democratizing that access and enabling opportunities for others. But usually that takes longer. So I agree with Sudeep. The gap is going to get larger and needs a concerted effort to consciously bridge that gap, ensure that it doesn't get widened. From a work-life balance point of view, I think it's going to get more complex. From a work output management also, it's going to get more complex. You will get softwares to figure out authenticity of outputs, whether it was AI generated output or a human created output. So you'll have challenges in terms of plagiarism and all of those stuff. So it's going to get complex. Yeah, but like they say, if the front end is simple, then the back end has to be super complex. So I think from a society point of view, it will more automation, more notifications, more apps to simplify your life. But the back end is going to become more and more complex, that I see.
Okay. Sure. Dr. Rishi?
Let me quote Dr. Mashelkar. If you've heard about Dr. Mashelkar, he's a big Bharat Ratna based in Pune, and he's an innovation expert. He says that we have to leapfrog in our innovative strategies, and whatever we bring in should be like a WhatsApp, So it should be simple to implement, and even the front ender should be able to use it. Then only it will become popular. Otherwise, it is a big giant, monolith giant like robotisation, digitization. Earlier it was computerization. So we have to simplify things, For example, he quoted an example that one of the innovative students, he innovated a malaria test for just 10 rupees. Okay, so that is through digitization only. A few days back, I was in a roundtable meeting. There, I met 3 IIT professionals who are having innovation lab in the IIT Bombay itself. They have come out with, let me not name them, but they have come out with advanced tests like kidney test or urine test or blood test, which can be tested with a strip, and you can see the results on app within 30 seconds. So it is not automation, it is an automation. So that is something which is an example of it. And as you were saying that if there is a division between the haves and have-nots, yes, it is there. I see government is doing a lot of things, but then it is all, still there is a big gap in it. Some governments are taking a lot of initiatives. Let me not name the government and give them a preference on it. But it is important that a lot of things are there. As I mentioned in my book also, that there has to be a partnership between corporates and the government in order to spread this information on digitization. And then only the way we are being recognized globally, then it will be further better. Then we can become a developed country accordingly. If UPI is being accepted in France today, it is because of robotization and digitization. Okay, so that is something which is an achievement for us, and we should continue in our innovative approaches. UPI is so simple, like WhatsApp, to use. That's the reason it become popular. So we make it simple, and let's continue using it.